if you missed the live stream, I'm coming to New York for St. Patrick's Festival week. Boolabus. I am so excited about it. In case you missed the live stream, the reason I picked New York was because a large demographic of the viewers after Texas come from New York, and also because I'm really interested in tracing my heritage. My grandmother traveled over there and lived in the Bronx for a period of time, and I definitely want to check that out while I'm there. Something that's already been a big life event for me this year was releasing a song about that on the channel, and if you haven't heard that, do go check it out and please be nice, because I was super nervous. I had a phobia about singing in front of people for years, so just giving it a shot. Oh. I'm definitely going to be doing some meet and greets while I'm there, so stay tuned for that. And also, I'm relying on your suggestions for what you want to see. So let me know in the comments below the kind of content you want, and if you have any suggestions or indeed discount codes for things that we could do while we're there. We don't want to just do tourist stuff. Oh, and when I say we, of course, producer Lenny is coming along too. Honk if you hate Lenny. Unfortunately, you still can't come because they won't let you back in Ireland afterwards. Brr. He's staying with Uncle Paul. One thing I regret not doing before going to Texas was telling you guys my assumptions about it before I went. So this time I wanted to be sure I did that and give you my top 10 list of crazy ideas that I have about New York before I go. Because this list is completely uninformed, it might just be of interest to me, but you know, it's my channel, so I want to keep a record of my stuff here.
Or maybe you'll find it entertaining.
That was my attempt at a New York accent. In the interest of full disclosure, I technically have been to New York before in 2015 for a long weekend, but unfortunately, despite having saved up for it for a year, I got a vomiting virus and mostly just saw the inside of my hotel room toilet. It was so bad that on the plane on the way home, they were going to call an ambulance to meet us on the runway. What a sad story. But technically speaking, I was there and I did leave the hotel a little bit, but not very much at all. Please don't be offended by anything on this list. Most of my information and assumptions come from TV and movies.
Thank you.
And I'm quite sure that they're not good content to base it off, but maybe that's what'll make it so entertaining in contrast when I actually get there. Or maybe some of this stuff is true, we'll see. So coming in at number 10, yellow cabs seem to be a big part of your culture, and the taxi drivers are really sassy there. Every time I watch a TV show or film about New York, people whistle for cabs, and then they have a big fight over them, so I'm guessing that there's a scarcity of taxis or something. Also, when people get in the taxis, the taxi drivers seem to be one of two ways. They seem to be either really bitchy about things and kind of rude, or they seem to have a complete knowledge of everything and actually be some kind of sensei on your way to your onward journey. I guess we'll see. Maybe the taxi driver will know the meaning of life or guide me on my next spiritual journey to become a Jedi. Or would I be a Sith? The next assumption I have is that it's very arty and full of creative people. I'm led to understand that you can play music on the subway, and from what I've seen of pictures and stuff, there seems to be a lot of art. But yeah, it seems to be an artistic hub of people, and people flock there for creative ventures, or so I'm led to believe. We'll see. The next thing I'm led to believe about New York is that it's crazy expensive. I heard that chips or French fries are actually like $15 there to get them, so I'm not looking forward to that part. And thank you again to everybody on Patreon and PayPal and those who supported in the super chat. By the way, LCC, I'm still trying to track you down to send you your personal editor Diane videos, so if you comment below with your email address, that would be great. But yeah, everybody I've asked has said that it's crazy expensive, so I've been kind of looking up some things and ways to save money and to just have a cool time without spending a bomb. I don't know if producer Lenny is gonna get a steak. We'll see.
I want my steak, Diane.
I've heard it runs at $100, but that can't be right. There must be places you can be frugal, but I am led to believe New York is crazy expensive, so we'll see. I should just call this the we'll see video because that's what I'm saying at the end of everything. The next assumption I have about New York is that everybody drinks cocktails, because I don't really see people when something's set in New York to be drinking beer. and maybe that's just a sensationalized thing, but yeah, it seems to be very hip and cool, and just ordering cider isn't really hip and cool, so I better pretend I like Manhattans or whatever, but I don't. I do like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. It seems to be a very glamorous place, which leads me on to my next point. New Yorkers apparently are very fashionable. I kind of don't anticipate seeing anybody in New York walking down the street in tracksuit bottoms. Or maybe they will be, but they'll be like Gucci tracksuit bottoms. I definitely feel like I can't wear my Pennies tracksuit bottoms over there. Or maybe I can, because Pennies will be like this strange, exotic, wonderful fashion label to them. But no, it's not. I'm a little anxious about what clothes to pack, I'll be perfectly honest. I think it's cold over there, so I feel like I'm going to need a lot of coats, but you can't pack a lot of coats because I've got a lot of camera equipment to bring, so I don't know how I'm going to get around that, but I feel like I'm going to be underdressed everywhere I go. Okay, the next thing I have heard is that New Yorkers are rude, and that's very much something that people put forward in TV and movies, and I'd like to hope that this one gets proven wrong. In TV and movies, New Yorkers seem really direct and blunt and very to the point.
Alright, get out of here. Get out of here.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I kind of like people to be straight up with me. Please don't yell at me. I'll probably look fine and then go back to my Airbnb and cry giant Diane tears and have no Chewy there to comfort me. So yeah, please don't do that. I'll be sad. I hope that one's not true. Yes, there should be another number here, but there isn't. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. The next thing I think about New York is that there's going to be food everywhere, and that there's going to be a large variety of food as well. When we were in Texas, the portion sizes were huge, but we noticed that there was kind of two types of food. There was Mexican food and there was Texas barbecue food. I'm sure in Texas they did have Chinese's and Indian restaurants, but we couldn't really see any or find any readily available, whereas I kind of assume in New York every single second place on the street is going to be a food place, and I hear there are a lot of food carts too, and I feel like there's going to be an eclectic variety of different types of food. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm definitely going to check out some of the fast food that I didn't get to in Texas as well, so comment below which fast foods I need to try in New York. Even if I don't have time to acknowledge every single one, I am reading your comments and I'm getting a lot of ideas from them, so let me know. The next thing I think about New York is that I'm hopefully going to see a celebrity. That would be pretty cool. I know a lot of celebrities live in New York and work there, so I'm going to be really disappointed if I don't see a celebrity, but maybe that's just pie in the sky. Maybe I'm not going to see anybody at all. I don't know what I'd even do if I did see a celebrity. I'm actually not super easily impressed, so I'd probably just be like, but it would be a good thing to tick off on my little list of things in New York. So yeah, let me know in comments, are celebrities just wandering around New York all willy-nilly? What does willy-nilly even mean? That's a funny phrase. And the number one thing I think about New York people is that they're going to be really hard to shake. You know, my motto on this channel is to stay weird, and I tend to be a bit weird. And sometimes do weird things when I'm in public. Bargain hunting! Woohoo! And I have a funny feeling New Yorkers are going to be completely unfazed by this. I feel like you could have a tap dancing hedgehog in New York and people wouldn't even bat an eyelid, because there seems to be a lot of eclectic things over there. But again, this is all based on my assumptions, so we shall see. And that's it pretty much that I have assumed about New York before I go there. I guess we'll find out when I get there. I'll see you when I get there. I'm just saying lyrics now. But I am really excited to see this place that I've only seen on movies and TVs in real life and without a fever of a bajillion. It's going to be a really exciting adventure, so do be sure to subscribe and like this video if you want more content like this. Feel free to engage with one another in the comments in a respectful way, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye! Some of you guys wanted to see me rap in the live stream, so I'm going to do that now. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on a playground, this is where I've spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some meatball out beside the school when a couple of guys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighbourhood. They got in one little fight. My mum got scared. She said, I'm moving with your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the licence plate said fresh and there was a dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, man, forget it, yo home to Bel Air. I pulled up to a house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "You home, smell you later." I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Boo, 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 boo. I said Bel Air, and I also said meatball instead of beatball, but it's okay.